Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. StarCitizen 4.0.2 on the PTU is now open to all backers. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you all so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. So just a very quick update video today. A new 4.0.2 patch for the PTU dropped last night, which also opened up the patch to all backers. Now, I have not had time myself to jump in and test it, so do let me know if you are playing it, how you have found it. Now, this also brought with it a lot of fixes and updates, but unfortunately the elevator blocker bug is still present. Doesn't look like they managed to fix that issue before opening up 2 more waves. However, they did say in this patch that they have extra logging to help track down this issue. But there are still plenty of other improvements and fixes to run through. For location updates, they have done a polish pass on planetary night brightness. No idea if they've made it brighter or darker, so again let me know in the comments. They have also performed optimizations for biome streaming, which is certainly a welcome improvement, especially if it helps to reduce popping or delay in assets streaming in, or any potential drops in FPS as you approach the planet's surface. Plus they have done an optimization pass on Pyro's outposts. Now for gameplay updates, they have greatly increased the distortion fall-off times for size 4 power plants on the Polaris, Reclaimer and 890 jump. Basically meaning it'll take a lot longer for these power plants of these ships to recover back to normal after taking enough distortion damage. So probably just part of this ongoing balance. It'll be very interesting to see how this is affecting these ships going forwards, as it sounds like distortion will be a much more effective option against these specific ships now. And then for ships and vehicles themselves, the Smisk Starfarer MFDs have been moved down to avoid intersecting with the advanced HUD, plus they have performed a thruster audio gold pass for the Anvil Arrow, the RSI F8 Lightning, and all the Drake Cutlass ships. Hopefully, we can start to see the various gold standard additions to ships being consistently applied, as I suppose each ship that is requiring a gold standard pass doesn't necessarily have to be set aside and have everything done for it if they can do individual updates to specific areas like audio or physical components or storage, rather than, one ship being the focal point all the time. We will see. Hopefully this kind of thing could speed up the process of getting ships to that current gold standard, as there is still way more to be done than what we have done so far. Now for the bug fixes, as usual, these are all classed as possible fixes, with it stating further work has been done to fix up locations where players are falling through the planet when entering outpost buildings. There are still some edge cases of this, so please let us know if it is still occurring and at which outposts. So really happy to see them getting to the actual point of specific location requests for this issue. Of course it can still happen by the sounds of it, but they are needing us to help pinpoint exactly where it is happening, which is certainly a good sign that they are just very isolated issues and not PU-wide, as we saw when 4.0 first released. So if you do experience yourself falling through the planet in the 4.0.2 PTU build, just to specify, it'll still happen on the live build, but do let them know if you are playing the PTU exactly which outpost that is happening. Anyway, there are 8 new possible fixes, one being the very annoying inventory bug where an item can drop to the floor and then become non-interactable. The Starlancer Max now has a physical cargo hold again. Apparently things were falling through it, or it wasn't physicalized. I personally haven't experienced that one, but for those who have, that should be fixed now. It also says that the FSR upscaler issue with DX11 is now listed in both the known issues and bug fixes. So let me know if this is working again for those who have tested it, but strange that it's in both. There are obviously a few more bug fixes, plus 4 client crash fixes, 5 server crash fixes, and a hybrid crash fix too. For the known issues, there are currently 14 issues listed. 6 of them are blockers, 7 are critical, and 1 of them is high. The elevator button panels not functioning are still the first on the list, but as mentioned, it does state that tonight's build has loads of extra logging while the team are working on it, which is probably why they are releasing it to more waves after previously stating that they wouldn't until elevators are in a better state. But hopefully this is giving them more information that they need to track down this issue and get it fixed. Again, I will link the patch notes in the description should you want to check out any of the specific known issues or bug fixes, so do check that below. But as stated, this is released to all backers now on the PTU still. They have also performed some live server maintenance again at about 7:30 this morning. Not sure if it is back up now, but interesting to see that they are doing more maintenance, whether this is just an outlier and they just needed to do something recently. I can't imagine they would be doing these kinds of server maintenances every other day. Now, I have no idea how long this patch will remain on the PTU before releasing to live, but it certainly seems to be moving fast. My guess, though, is that they just want to get this open to all backers as soon as possible so they can get the potential player numbers up as high as possible to help highlight and report issues. So I still expect it to remain in the PTU for maybe a good couple of weeks at least. It might not. It might come at the end of this week. It might come next week. I just think they're probably pushing it to more people so that they can get more backers in to highlight these issues. I would think they would like to at least fix the blockers and the critical issues before they do release to the live servers. So here's hoping that they can get those issues resolved and keep it moving and getting Star Citizen's persistent universe more and more playable. With that said though, if you do enjoy my videos, please do consider subscribing, and if you want to hang out over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother or here on YouTube while I stream, today we'll probably be finishing off the phase 2 of the Fight for Pyro event, trying to get that submachine gun. I think I've got 4 more missions to do there. You're all more than welcome to come and hang out and watch. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Cannot do this without you guys, so thank you for the support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.